Have you ever wanted to go explore Sentosa Beach in Singapore? Well, today that's exactly what I did. Come along with me as I take you on the journey and I show you what it looks like to spend a day out here in Sentosa Beach in Singapore. Now the journey's gonna start here. If you're like me and you got off on the MRT, it lets you out at Vivo Mall. Now once you get off at Vivo Mall, you can either walk across the boardwalk or take a Skyline train to get to Sentosa Beach. The boardwalk to the beach is about 1.5 miles, so I decided to walk. Makes the journey nice and easy as it is all flattened and smooth with no big inclines. Going through the boardwalk, you are greeted with Universal Studios. It's a pretty cool theme park. I didn't spend a day here. I wanted to go ahead and get to the beach, but if you have some free time or maybe you want to dedicate its own entire day to Universal, you can definitely do that. Now you know where it's at. Going past Universal, you are greeted with signs to the casino on the right side. Now in between the Universal Studios and the casino, there is a huge mall shopping area. The casino looked great as well, but that's another thing I didn't really have time for today. I had a plan to make it to the beach by sunset. Now the shopping center was also pretty huge, and walking into the front of it, you have all these dragon statues. Those dragon statues did light up pretty cool at night.
Gotta get to the beach before it sets. I wish I had more time to explore this area. There are a ton of stores I would like to go see, but unfortunately it's my last day here. I think I finally have decided that I will fly out tomorrow.
After the walking journey to Sentosa Beach, you are finally arriving here at the Central Beach Bazaar. Now here they have a bunch of different restaurants. You can sit down and eat here, or you can just push on and go straight to the beach. It's a very nice area. The sun was finally starting to set, so I was getting pretty excited to make it to the beach when I saw this sign. Unfortunately, the beach is closed due to an oil spill. Hopefully by the time you're watching this video, the beach is reopened, but I know at the time of filming this video, you were not allowed beach access. It was very unfortunate, but I finally did find a few small places connected to bars that did have beach access, so I was able to go walk down on the beach and show you a couple shots of what it looked like, and I was able to enjoy the sunset, which was my plan the whole time. So unfortunately, because of the oil spill, you couldn't get in the water, but you honestly wouldn't have really wanted to. I'm going to show you some clips of what the oil spill does look like. You had a bunch of workers out there saving marine life, and if you saw any animals that needed help, you had a couple different places where you could alert the staff. That way they could go ahead and send some rescue teams out there to get them. But I did find a few different cool things. So if the beach was open, there was paddle boards, kayaks, canoes, and they also did offer a zip line where you could go up to a bungee jumping tower. You could either bungee jump or zip line to get across to the other side at this bridge. Now you can see the zip line bungee jump tower behind me, and I'm gonna take you across the bridge to the other side. I think this beach is artificially made. I'm not entirely sure on that, but the sand was very nice and lush. There wasn't too many people on the beach at this time for sunset, just because of the oil spill, I'm assuming. So once the beach is fully reopened, anticipate the crowds to be a lot larger than this here. But this bridge here is where the zip line lets off, and I'm assuming that's probably the only reason it was open at this time. So I went across the bridge to try to get some better shots for you guys, but there really wasn't anything over there. The sunset, however, was a spectacular view from the bridge, so I'm definitely glad I went. Being that it was my last day in Singapore, I had to go check out the beach today. Now whenever I do make it back to Singapore one day in the future, I definitely want to check it back out, make my way out to Sentosa again, and hopefully see a recovered nice area, because right now you can see the effects of the oil spill live in action, and it's pretty disheartening and sad to see. I understand why you're not able to swim. It's definitely for your best interest and to keep you in good health, but it is what it is, and I'm here today, so I wanted to show you guys what it looked like. At the end of the bridge, you can see that's where the zip line lets off, and those people were coming in from the zip line on the other side of the tower as we speak. It's a pretty cool area though. I mean, I could see how if it was all open, it would be honestly a vibe to get out there, get some drinks, get loose, have some fun, party on the beach, maybe even get a hotel somewhere out there or stay at Universal or something like that. and then end your night at the casino. I don't know if Universal here does fireworks, but I assume they would. That's pretty much it for the short walk across the bridge, but now it is time to make it back across, and you can see that's where the zip line lets off there. It's pretty cool seeing the reflection of the tower on the water and the sun setting, so I mean it was a great time nonetheless, even though things were closed. Going back, we will pass by Universal Studios again, and then I do have a little surprise in store for you guys. Now that's where I saw something that I thought was pretty cool and something that reminded me of where I'm from. Now there's a bunch of different cool flowered walkways on the way back to Universal. Now I took a different path than the one I went in on, and they had all these different sculpturistic statue things, just like basically a huge display of architectural innovation. It looked pretty nice, so I had to show you all three of those. There was three different ones. This one had like a blue waterfall to it. The other one was like a basket weave. That one was pretty cool too. I don't know what you would call these, but I definitely liked them, and I was pretty impressed by all the magnificent architecture. And then last up, the third one as well was pretty cool. This one was like a combination of both, but without the waterfall. So it had the same white coloring from the last one, and it looked like the shape of the first one that had the waterfalls, but this one did not have any live waterfalls. Going on straight from there, we're passing back by the mall, and they have a couple fountains here at the mall as well. I mean, this whole area is very nice, and I can see why Singapore is such an expensive country, the most expensive country in Asia, matter of fact. But here's the surprise: Singapore's largest food truck and container park is actually right here in between the casino and Universal Studios. So this pops up at night, and boy is it huge. I think there was at least 30 or 40 different food trucks you could go shop with, eat at. And I mean, mind you, this is right in front of Universal and right next to a casino, so you could go shopping for some Disney gear over at Universal. You could go into the casino and gamble, and then you could also come out here to the food trucks and grab a bite to eat. Now unfortunately there was copyright audio everywhere throughout the entire video, so I just decided to do a full dub for you guys, so that way I could talk to you one-on-one the whole way. But man, the food truck area was awesome. At this point in the day, I was already craving the Wagyu steak though, and that's what I went to go get right after this video was over. So I didn't eat anything at the food trucks, but that's just something that reminds me of Austin area where I am from. So many different food trucks out there, so it was definitely pretty cool to see. I wanted to go ahead and walk around and show you all of the different food trucks that they had to offer. The lighting is pretty cool here at night as well. Even though it's super dark outside, they have a nice bright lighting setup. So they have plenty of tables you can sit down and eat and enjoy your meal there as well. It's not something you just have to grab and go. Like many of the places that I'm here in Japan now, you have to kind of grab and go and move on to your next position. But there it is right there in front of Universal Studios, guys. That was the walkthrough of Sentosa Beach. And now the only thing left to do is for me to go ahead and pack it up and head back home for the night. Our stay is at JJ Aliwal Hotel, and that's where we need to head back to now. I once again decided to take the boardwalk to get there, and I wanted to chill and see what the boardwalk looked like at night. So that's exactly what I did. Spent a little bit of time here at Universal before walking back onto the boardwalk after the sun finally set. And man, it definitely looks pretty nice. I definitely want to spend a day at Universal Studios in the future when I get the chance. They had a couple different candy shops out front, and I mean overall it was just a vibe. So coming across to the boardwalk, here's what it looks like at night. Really nice, and I was super happy I was able to go ahead and make this video for you guys. I really hope you enjoyed a walkthrough on Sentosa Beach. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and until next time, I'll be out this thing. Peace!